let's talk some high school football. So you guys both were at games last week. I was at a game last week. We've got a week in the book. What is just your biggest takeaway from week one from a Central Texas perspective? I mean, what player, what team kind of impressed you the most?
I felt like it was kind of a soft opening last week. There wasn't quite as much hoopla and chatter on Twitter as I feel like there is, sometimes. And because I was covering my game and scrounging around for info to, see what else was going on Friday night. And there wasn't a whole lot, just popping out there. But one thing, and I told you guys when I made my picks, I forgot about this, but, the Cash McCollum, is that the quarterback at China Springs name?
Mm-hmm.
I'd forgotten that he came over from Wimberley in the spring and that he was like a big time QB, and he obviously, showed up big on Friday night.
Yeah, that's on you, really. I mean, for not doing your homework.
Yeah, I know.
DJ, what'd you think?
Well, I mean, I was at that China Spring-Lorena game, and it was a great game. Obviously started off a little slow, and but yeah, Cash McCollum was really impressive. Tristan Ixline just made some fantastic plays. Like that was someone I wasn't really familiar with, coming in, not doing high school football for a year. But China Spring has always been good as far as I know that I've been here. So that was a really good game. I was impressed by Jackson Generals, Lorena's quarterback, in that his accuracy in his throws was actually just a little bit better than Cash McCollum's. And that's not to say that, one's better than the other, but I think, China Spring is getting a little used to having somebody that can throw as opposed to Lorena, who's had Jackson there.
Well, and Major Bowden was such a runner for them last year, and throughout his career. He just made the plays he had to with his arm.
Yeah, well, and Jackson Generals is new for Lorena as a starting quarterback. They had Ryan Abel last year as their state winning quarterback. Jackson Generals is just a good quarterback name. I mean,
what's a better quarterback name, Jackson Generals or Major Bowden?
Those are both pretty good. You got to admit.
Right.
But wouldn't the general outrank the major?
No, I think the major. Yeah, you're right. I'm thinking of sergeant. Yep.
Come on. I mean, this is where you get your military history here on our podcast.
Yeah, military rank. Anyway, I won't derail us on that one.
Yes. So, DJ, you liked the way Lorena looked even in a loss.
Yeah, I mean, there were a few times where, and I actually talked to Ray Biles right before we hopped on, but there were just a few times where they weren't making tackles, and offensively they had to get a little bit better up front. But I think that's just going to come with time and getting, it's a new year. Sure, they're state champions, but they're still getting used to a few things. So I think that it's just going to come with time and getting those little small things fixed up and executed. But on the other side, China Spring had a really experienced defense coming back, and they had a few things that they had to work on. I actually saw Cash McCollum get hit a few times, and talking to Tyler Beatty yesterday, said that was something that they wanted to work on in the O-line, making sure that they're protecting the quarterback a little bit more. But for an opening night game, which I feel like everybody was hyped up about this game just because it was state champion against state champion, but it kind of lived up to the hype. China Spring was just a little bit better.
Yeah. Well, and a class up too. I mean, I think obviously that helps.